Hello, I'm ToycatA, and every single week Minecraft features a new map in the marketplace, and this new map is usually one of the more expensive ones. In this case, it's Gladiators by Shapescape, costing a whopping 1,340 minecoins or £6.69. That is over $8 at the current exchange rate. It's a very expensive map, and the question everyone has is, well, what makes the map worth that amount of money? Why do people choose to buy this, as indeed thousands of people do every week? And that's something I figured we have to find out the painful way, and oof, spending this amount on a map always hurts a little bit, but let's see what Gladiators by Shapescape is really like. So when you download the map, you get to create it, you get to play around with some template options, but they are mostly fixed. Otherwise, you know, we're on adventure, it's easy difficulty, and there's also a resource pack and a behavior pack on by default, but we're just gonna load up the world and see how it is by default. And the cynic in me wants to say the reason Minecraft features a map that costs $8 every single week is because, of course, they take a cut of every map sold. They'll take a bigger cut if it's a bigger map sold, and you know, in the case of this map, it actually seems to be pretty interesting. I guess we have to walk over to new game. This isn't a way I've seen a map done before, but sure. Oh, we have to punch it maybe? No. Oh, there we go. And now we pick a difficulty. Okay, this is at least, you know, it's like a menu screen, but done in Minecraft in a way that I really like. So we're going to go for medium, hard, or dead. You know, I'm just going to assume medium has got me covered. We'll see if I'm right about that later. And then I think I turned on some special effects. But let's start the game and see what this is all about. Again, I don't want to go into this just being cynical and saying no map can be worth money. I want to see why every single week there is an assumption that there is a map that can be worth this amount, because the amount you'd end up spending with, you know, $8 on just a single map a week of the 40 or 50 that release, that can add up very fast over a year. But let's see what it's all about with this voice acting, by the way. Can you do things for me, Alchemist? Oh, so you can buy various ingredients. Potions of health, you can buy potions of strength. You can presumably enchant here as well. So it's got custom villagers. I'm assuming there's one over here that will sell me weapons that I would much prefer to potions at this point. So let's see what 30 gold coins will buy me if it doesn't crash. Oh, this is cutesy. We can buy a small barbed mace, or we can buy a battle hammer. I mean, I'm going to assume they're basically the same, but I'll buy a mace for now, as well as maybe a bow and... Okay, that's not a choice. I guess we also could buy some armor. You know, why not? Let's buy a leather chest plate. Let's treat myself. Oh yeah, there we go. And let's also see what's in this chest. Oh, it's a fake chest.
What can I do to please
Also, how did I get hurt just then? What happened to me? Was it poking the chest? Well, never mind. So yeah, this is the you know, obviously this is going to be a coliseum-based game, I assume, but I don't know for sure. So let's just go to the arena and find out. So I really do like, you know, the concept of like, you know, ever since I played Oblivion and its like kind of arena system, I've always liked the idea of like arena-based combat as an idea. But you know, in Minecraft, it always kind of falls flat on its head. Like I've seen Minecraft zombies, like, you know, Call of Duty zombies like inside of Minecraft. I've seen lots of games try and do things like that, but ultimately it's always fallen flat on its face. But this one, you know, that first round, simple enough, wasn't a challenge, but like, I mean, besides not getting hit by a ranged enemy. But it seems as though you just continuously go in, and then the gauntlet gets a little bit harder every time, maybe? So, next round. Let's do it. And then we continuously do round... I guess, yeah, it's wave-based combat inside of Minecraft. So it's the kind of Horde game mode for Minecraft, because, you know, Minecraft obviously doesn't have one by default. Is it good at that job? And, oh, some enemies have enchanted swords. So it's effectively fighting zombies and skeletons, but obviously they've got... Oh, the Sword of Levitation. Will that make enemies levitate? Oh, it will. And then when they levitate, they'll die. So, okay, it's got fun enchantments as well. I mean, levitation's a part of regular Minecraft, but, you know, I like the way it forces it on the enemies. I would love if this was a default enchantment, like, make enemies levitate out of there. So it's got some good stuff. It's got a really nice kind of, like, UI system. Rather than pressing buttons or using redstone, you have these floating... it uses a Minecraft Marketplace feature, which I really like, or a Minecraft Bedrock feature. Yeah, I really like... Oh, I think I was meant to do that. Oh, if you don't go to the shop, you just start the next round. So if you want to save up your coins, you can do that. Oh, perfect. You know what? Then I intended to do that. Wow, look how smart I am. I know exactly what I'm doing at all times. Also, yeah, it really is crazy how this Sword of Levitation basically one-hit KOs things. Makes it very powerful against everything. And also, it's pretty crazy just how much damage we're doing against enemies. I like this. I like this. Okay, so now since it's between rounds, I'm going to buy a little bit more armor because, you know, was taking a bit of damage there. And I'm also going to buy, like, a health potion so I don't die instantly if I get into a tricky situation. Okay, no, we're not going to buy a health potion. They are expensive. So I guess potions really are a commodity in this. And then we go to the next round, and you can see, again, like every Horde-based game mode, the round number's going to go up. And although the rounds start easy, my guess would be that it gets hard fast. Again, that's the idea. Like, you're meant to be challenged somewhat early on, and then the challenge just keeps going up to encourage you to do your best. And even though they have shields, I don't think the shields are going to protect them from levitation. So this sword really is a great little thing. Yeah, I think giving the enemies loot is a fun part of this, because rather than having to go to the shop each time, the shop is just a choice. Instead, we're picking up weird, quirky items and doing our best of those. So let's see this next wave. So between waves, let's look around and really appreciate that there's a lot of, like, dudes in the stands. Is that a part that I'm personally appreciating? I mean, it adds a little bit of atmosphere, right? It feels like you're actually in a coliseum. It's not just a circle that someone made in Minecraft. This is a legit, you know, nice big build. It's got lots of differently designed enemies. You know, it's not just zombies and other zombies. They all have their own unique, you know, designs to indicate what type of enemy they are. These guys have shields. These guys have bigger shields. I wonder if the big shields even come up. And you can also see how there is weapon durability. So we even probably should be watching out for weapon spam. But yeah, this round was the hardest, but because there's no archers, also the easiest, I'd say. And again, you can see though that clearly it shows their intentions to kind of ramp up the difficulty real fast. However, can't stop me and my levitating sword. This is undoubtedly a fun map. It's undoubtedly a map that's, you know, it's got lots of different elements. It's got its own resource pack. You can see the textures are very slightly different. It's got, you know, some unique items, like look at this sword, look at the mace that I just had, etc., etc. Like, it does do a lot of things, you know, at least semi-uniquely. I'd say a lot more than semi-uniquely. But the big question, oh, God. But, you know, the big question that's always out there is, like, not like, okay, is this a fun map? Is this a fun map that is worth, you know, $8 plus? Is this worth almost a full game by itself? And that's a much harder question to answer in a fair way, I would say. Okay, we're gonna go to the shop desperately now. I've got lots of coins. I wanna just buy something with them. And I get myself a nice regeneration potion. I'm gonna buy, hopefully, a slightly nicer weapon. I'm assuming that's a thing I can choose to do. By the way, the serious, like, lag between trying to open the menu and not. I know, like, more Minecraft than the map itself, but, like, oh, is that tragic or is that tragic? And now we're going to buy the battle hammer and see if there's any difference there whatsoever. We could also choose to buy snowballs, or nets as they're called, and finally crossbows are open to us. Probably should have bought some of these arrows if they cost the same amount. Oh, they don't. They're double as much. And then as we go through the tiers, we get better and better weapons. So there is, like, even though the enemies are leveling up, you're leveling up as well, just probably not as fast as the enemies are. And also, yeah, we're picking up armor scraps, which I don't know how we use those precisely. Maybe down here? Ooh, what's over here? Oh, there's a little... so the two main dudes are there, but also we can go down here and find a person sweeping the floor. I mean, it's a fun animation, but I just don't know if I get my value from this one thing alone, you know? Like, am I meant to be compelled by this? Am I meant to go, well, previously it was just a fun Minecraft... Oh, his broom ran out. Oh no, he's just stopped brooming. You know, that's compelling, right? He brooms, and then he stops, and then he sees a messy area, and you know what he does when he finds a messy area? You're not gonna believe this. He stands still and he stares at you, apparently. I thought he'd start sweeping. Okay, oh, hey, and then he starts sweeping. Look at that. I am in ancient Rome right now. Am I playing Minecraft? I don't think so. I've been teleported back 2,000 years, and I see no way that could not be true. Yeah, this whole area down here seems like it's just, like, fluff, I guess. Like, it's just there. Maybe if you get enough coins, you can leave the arena. Nope, that's just a thing that exists. Oh, and you can hear people fighting above, so it's like the ambience of, like, yeah, there really are fights going on between all of your rounds. So that's fun, I guess. On to the next round, though, with this lovely floating text. That I'm assuming it's an entity of some form, but whatever. It works, that's what counts. So yeah, let's use our battle hammer. Let's see if there's any difference between this and the mace. Because if not, I'm going to be at least moderately disappointed. Like, you know, oh, it's just two wooden swords is what you're saying. Because it even has the durability of a wooden sword. Oh, I do like the enemy variety. Like, again, a lot of maps that try to go for this whole, like, it's a horde-based game mode. Don't get variety. But, you know, for the most part, it comes down to, like, oh yeah, there are, you know, there are melee-based enemies. Some of them have flaming swords, it seems. And then there are not melee-based enemies. There are these ranged, crossbow dudes. Am I gonna die? I'm not gonna die. But, oh god. Yeah, most maps come down to the same 2 enemy types. Ooh, there's spikes there. Oh, there are spikes there. Okay, so the map gets a bit more challenging too. Or challenging might not even be the right word, because I can use the spikes against other people. But it gets more complex as the rounds go on. So that's fun. What I'm gonna do now, because like these rounds are same-ish, is I'm gonna sit forwards a bit. We're gonna do a bunch of rounds. And I'm gonna tell you if this ever changes, or if this is just how it stays forever. Oh, I just got suicide bombed, which is my favorite part of the Coliseum experience. They did that pretty legitimately, and that brings it to an end. So I guess we have to play a whole new game now, which we're gonna go for the nightmare difficulty. Let's see what Deadly is really like. Let's see if we can make it anywhere. And we're gonna turn off special effects and see if that fixes performance. Again, bear in mind we're playing on an Xbox One X right here. So like, it should at least be acceptable, you would expect. I mean, I guess you can expect a lot of things. That doesn't make them true. You could expect that, a Minecraft map would not cost this price. Doesn't mean that it doesn't. And, like, that's really the kind of rub on this, because this is a fun map. It's an interesting enough concept, like Horde mode inside Minecraft. Oh, there's a bug. The gold from last round stayed there. But, it's a fun enough map. It's a fun enough concept that, like, ooh, what if fighting Horde-based enemies? Like, I like it. I like that maps are getting better, because, this is a high-effort map, I have to say. Like, even if you don't personally find the value in it, you can admit, like, they spent some time on this, like, sure. But the thing about spending $8 on it is spending $8 on a Minecraft map like this, that I'm likely never going to play again, is horrific value. I feel like, ooh, if I had the option to refund this, maybe I think, not even maybe, I think I'd probably take that as like, I tried this and it's not so great. And, so for a Minecraft map, it seems like bad value. But I think what Microsoft is trying to push with Bedrock, one of the things they want to do, and indeed, but this is what every game wants to do, is push it as a platform. Rather than having to make their money by making Minecraft and by people buying Minecraft, because, how many people on the planet left are there who haven't bought Minecraft, who haven't heard of Minecraft and therefore would buy it once they find out? It's a very small number. And so instead, they're trying to push Minecraft as a platform. I believe Roblox is, does the same kind of thing where it's like, yeah, you make games inside of this, and then we take a small cut on that. We don't know what the cut Microsoft takes is. All they'll say is that it's less than 50%. So they take somewhere less than 50%. You can guess somewhere close to 50% based on that. But, like they're taking a cut on that. Even if it was just 25%, it would be $2 off that $8 going straight to them. And when thousands of people are buying, they can get an extra source of revenue every single week. And when you're pushing it as a, when you're pushing the idea of like Minecraft as like as a platform in which people build off, again, it allows you to, again, so it's not the only map being sold this week. There are 40 brand new maps almost every week that are for sale, and each of those are getting a lot of downloads. And oh god, oh, Deadly, yeah, they 2-hit killed me. I kind of just forgot, and I was like, oh, they're just melee enemies, we can kill them. So there is a real challenge to that. I did very badly. And I like that there are different enemies. There's lots of them. This is a good map. I can't fault the map in the slightest. I can say, though, was this like a special once-in-a-lifetime, what is this worth the $8? Really comes up where you're coming at that from. Is it worth it compared to Minecraft, which can cost as little as $5? No. Is it great compared to a game that could cost $60? Well, if you get a few hours of enjoyment from it, then yeah. And that's the angle you gotta come at this from. Are Minecraft maps inherently this free thing that someone does in their spare time, or is it a team of people? I mean, this was made by a lot of people, and the arguments about, like how much and how is always going to be different depending on where you come from on that. Are you trying to get value for your money, or are you trying to get things that, you feel like were once free and now are being pushed on you for a lot more than? In fact, I've done the maths. I'm going to show you on screen. Free, £0 and 0 pence is less than £6.69. So there is a substantial and infinite percent markup compared to what you might be expecting. But, is it your expectation that's important, or is it the amount you want to do something? I guess this really is a deep philosophical question that I'm not going to dive into. So instead, what I'm going to say is thank you for watching. I don't think this is a bad map. It's just not a map that's for me. I think it's a fun map for a little bit. I spent 20 minutes in it, and I could probably spend another 20 minutes. But after that, I'm not sure that I'd be coming back here, every week. I don't know if it's got that replayability for me, but I love that they're making minigames in Minecraft. I like that they're trying. I just regret this particular purchase. But doesn't that describe too many purchases on the internet? You regret it, you wish you could undo it, but you can't. And that's why so many stores have the offer of a refund. And if Minecraft wants to turn into the, you know, like Minecraft as a platform, you have to give people refund options. If you want to give like a max playtime in the map, sure, you can do that. But there needs to be some way you can say, yeah, I didn't like this, I'd like a refund. Right now, you have to go via the Microsoft Store. No one realistically does that unless, you know, the child makes a purchase. And like, it's not a very consumer-friendly option, which is what you need it to be if you want people to be hyped about. Because I love that there are teams of people dedicated to making things like this now. I love that they're getting supported by people who actually do enjoy it enough to value the $8. But I think they would rather have happier customers than more customers too. Or maybe I'm crazy in that way. But who knows? All I know is I've been IBX ToycatA. I hope you subscribe to see more Store Saturdays every single week. And if you want to see a particularly fun thing, you know what's coming out on the 2nd of the 2nd? Yeah, the Let's Play World. So thank you for watching. Hope you don't die in a house fire. Goodbye.